Hey y'all, I hope y'all are having a good week, or have had a good week. I gotta remember that I do readings at the end of the week. Well, at least post them because sometimes I do it early and post them. But anyway, either way, I hope y'all are feeling good as we go through these spiritual shifts because we are having them. And speaking of shifts, Spirit wants you to be mindful of the direction that you are going in. I'm seeing somebody is getting frustration from the direction that they are going in. Um, your past, you focusing on your past or how you think of your past. It could be like your perspective of the past. Now I'm hearing, hold on. Your perspective of the past is affecting your direction. It's affecting your emotions too. And we are manifesting our life every day. The choices that we make manifest our life, right? The things that we think, the emotions that we feel, the behaviors that come from those thoughts and emotions that create that cycle help manifest our reality. So there are some things in the past that's I don't want to say is dictating it. It is heavily impacting it. I'll say that. Let me get back to what I was hearing. For some of y'all, this is connected to your relationships. And it doesn't just have to be a love relationship, but it can include that because I'm seeing relationships. Things that happened in the past with people that you were close to, and you may have felt like you made immature decisions, or you were naive. You didn't know as much as you know now, and it's impacting your present right now. But Spirit wants you to stop stop thinking about it so much. Like, is the word ruminating? Stop focusing on that so much. You have to break like this mental cycle. Spirit wants to give you something. That's why Spirit wants you to stop focusing on the wrong things. I'm seeing somebody get into an irritated, depressive, or very sad state when they think about certain things. They want to change some things about themselves, like how they behave when it comes to certain situations. This requires a spiritual journey. This requires personal development. You could be moving to that, or that could already be a part of your path. And also understand, if certain things come up that you thought were like you healed from, take the time to review it. Take the time to review it. There may be something else that you need to release from it. It's not that you took 5 steps forward and then you took 3 steps back. It doesn't have to be like that. It could be that you are just reviewing it and closing out that cycle. Someone needs to work on their solar plexus. What about the solar plexus? You are procrastinating about some things. You are sneaky about some things that you know that you need to take care of. More about that. Yep, you've known this for a long time. And I'm seeing the number 8 could be connected to the number 8. Or this could just be like you just it's time to go into a new cycle, closing out the old and manifesting a new cycle. You do need to be aware of that as above, so below, as within, so without. So be mindful of what you are thinking, okay? Because it's something about the energy that you're putting out. You want your reality to change. I say this, and you've heard this before. You have to be the change. Before we move on, I actually want to address relationships. Spirit wants you to stay grounded, to stay focused, and don't take people, like, you can't take people too seriously for some reason. And some things are going to come up to the surface to be addressed. But at the end of the day, don't let it like spoil your mood or joy. Let's move on to the second row. I feel like we touched on some of what's in this second row, because I am seeing you being around people. It has a lot to do with your relationships. Let me see more about this. What about this row? Picking the people that you want to pick. Not allowing people to stay in your life just because they've been there long. But if they're not good people, if they're not loyal people, if they're not in alignment with who you want to be or who you are, like on the authentic level, then you know that it's some people that you may have to let go. And there's no hard feelings, but it's like, why are you keeping certain people around that are not in alignment with you, and they negatively impact your frequency, your energy, or you just don't want to be bothered because they live a totally different lifestyle that's just not in agreement with you. And I'm saying there is somebody that is extremely imbalanced around you. It could be a earth sign. Somebody is extremely imbalanced around you. And you have to be mindful of the company that you keep. Okay, what else do you need to know? I'm seeing a delay in some type of new beginning or some type of change that you want. This could be involving this is relationships again. This is relationships again. And I don't just do love readings. I do everything, because everything in your life impacts your life. Even relationships impact you spiritually, because it's energy transference too. So you really have to, this year and moving forward, be mindful of the company you keep. Be mindful of the people that you attract. What is it not the right time for? You're going to experience some type of big happy change. But why did it's not the right time come up? Okay. You need to be patient about, for anybody that is single, or you're not in a committed relationship, or if you're in a committed relationship and you want to seal the deal and get married, Spirit is saying you need to be patient. For some reason, there is something that you need to see. And it did say that some things are going to come up to the surface. Whatever comes up is supposed to save you, is what I'm getting. All right, before we go, I'm going to pull you a card. Grounding. All right. I believe it's Sawache. You may know great ancestress Sawache as Sarachi or Sarah Bartman, the woman forced to perform as the Hottentot Venus in 19th century London. But before that, she was Sawache, a Cocoan girl in South Africa who deserved better. Your guidance. Protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. Your mind is yours. Your truth and story are your own. Be rooted in your truth. Create healthy boundaries. Your energy is unsteady. Breathe. Come into the present. Say out loud, I am here. Trauma, stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and fear disconnect you from your body. Grounding keeps you present. When you feel rootless or unsettled, come back to your breath. Meditation and breathwork are grounding, and breathwork can reset your nervous system. Your declaration: I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. I am going to end the reading right there, y'all. I'll be back in a week. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you liked it, please thumbs up, share, subscribe. But either way, I just appreciate y'all for watching. So I'll see y'all in a week. Have a good one.